Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Sanch, your host here on the Bodybuilding News Network. Welcome back to another daily installment. It does seem at this point we're getting back into the swing of things for content. I hope you enjoy this style of content. If you enjoy this style of content, that's a lot of style of contents, definitely consider subscribing, leaving a comment down below of topics you'd like me to talk about in an upcoming episode of Bodybuilding Daily, where we talk about all things hot topic and trending in the world of bodybuilding. And make sure you leave a like to help the algorithm promote this video to like-minded individuals like yourself. Now, I do want to start off with a big story. Rafael Brandao has announced that he will be partnering up with none other than one of the Mr. Olympia builders and creators, Neil Yoda Hill. They've decided to get together, and I'm pretty excited to see, what kind of improvements Neil can bring to Mr. Brandao. Now, he was with Chris Aceto for quite a long time, and I did like that combo. I'm definitely interested to see if there's like very specific or different things that he's going to bring, if there's any type of things that he could address or improve. Rafael Brandao, clearly known for having a beautiful structure and also a very nice amount of mass, one of the best representations of classic physique within men's open bodybuilding. I think that is definitely his calling card. It is one of his big things that he has compared to some of the other guys in the men's open bodybuilding division. I'm hoping that they continue to stick with his strengths. I hope that they try to address some weaknesses and add possibly some extra width to the front and back shots. But, overall, I think he has a very beautiful physique, a great flow to his physique as well. And I really hope they don't tarnish it with anything crazy. It does seem that the bodybuilding world right now is kind of going back into a mass monster era, getting towards those really big boys. And that does make me wonder, and it does make me a little concerned, as I love a classic look. I like a Flex Wheeler look, despite the other things, a Sean Ray-esque physique. I like that. So when people start having blown out midsections, it's not something that I really enjoy, but to each their own. I'm not a judge, and the judges make the call on things like that. Now, Paul Azan, Fouad Abiad, and also I believe Ben Chow have all partnered up is a strong word, but they have all decided to get together and add another pro show to their repertoire. Paul and Fouad have been doing the Fouad Abiad Championships, the FAC, for quite a while now, something around 13 years they've been promoting amateur and pro shows in the Ontario, Canada area, and they have partnered up with the Mannion family and the IFBB Pro League to bring a new men's open bodybuilding and other, eventually, divisions to Detroit. Now, from my recollection, there has not been a men's open bodybuilding pro show in Detroit that I know of. Of course, please let me know if that is way off, but it sounds like the Detroit ProAm, which is such a fumble. Paul, it's such a fumble on a name. It could have been the Detroit Grand Prix. Oh, Paul. Anywho, I'm sure there was a lot of decisions going into that. It does look really clean, the Detroit Pro-Am, with the Detroit baseball-looking D. I think it does look really nice. Their marketing team did a phenomenal job. So I'm very excited for their team, the family, the Lazan family, and the Abiad family, as well as Ben Chow and his family, on bringing another pro show to the league. I think it's going to give us a lot more opportunities to see more men's open bodybuilding in the U.S., especially when we start looking at the point qualification system going away and men's open bodybuilding not really being one of those categories that gets added easily to these shows. You know, you look at classic physique and men's physique and women's bikini and women's wellness. You know, those divisions get added quite quickly, quite easily when you look at pro-ams. But men's open bodybuilding is definitely a difficult order to fill, and definitely you're going to see a really nice lineup here next year. I think a lot of people are going to want to be here. It's going to, who knows? This could turn into another New York Pro level show. It could even maybe get to the point where it starts not exactly rivaling the Arnold Classic, but it could be in the conversation of being one of the biggest shows in the U.S. outside of the big two, the Mr. Olympia and the Arnold Classic. That's definitely my prediction. I think Fuad and his marketing genius and his team of market geniuses behind them are going to make this show something we have not seen before. And also, just a small tangent. I know I'm going off on a way big tangent here, but does anyone know anything about the Athleticon, Dwayne Johnson's super show where they're going to rival the prize money of the Arnold Classic and the Olympia? Has anyone heard about that? Like, is that a dead idea? I should probably do a whole nother video on that, but you know, what happened to that? No one's talking about it. And that's really unfortunate. I'd hate to think that that's just a dead in the water show. Especially when you think of all the names that were behind it. But congratulations to Paul, Fuad, and Ben on this brand new Men's Open Bodybuilding Pro Show. And last but certainly not least, Nick Walker sharing some cool news on his belt sponsor, the what do you call it, Reaper, Gym Reaper. They have a new belt coming out. But I did want to talk a little bit about Nick Walker. We haven't talked about his physique or anything in quite a while. He did post a physique update on June 2nd, very much in the off season, 287 pounds on that Friday morning. And I'm honestly wondering where Nick Walker is going to land at this year's Olympia. I know we are way far out, and I know he's proven people wrong every year. He continues to make improvements, and the physique seems to get better and better. I'm just wondering what the judges are going to be looking for next year. You've got a lot of small guys in this top four, and then you've got Samson Dauda coming into that mix. You've got Andrew Jacked coming into that mix. Brandon Curry's still in there for now. So you do have some variety to the physiques, but when you look at Nick Walker, you look at Hadi Chupin, Derek Lunsford, those guys, the smaller, compact, you know, somewhat complete bodybuilders, it does make me wonder what the judges are going to be looking for at this coming Olympia. And potentially, you know, you look at Michael Carrizo looking to get the qualification this weekend. I'm sure he's going to want to be making improvements from 12th place of last year. He's going to want to move up. Ian Valliere is I don't want to say lengthy because that's usually annotated with a negative connotation, but Ian is a taller gentleman with a very nice flow to his physique. Rafael Brandao, we've already talked about him in the video. He's got a taller, nicer, longer physique. So it will be really interesting to see what the judging and what the Pro League are going to be deciding on, and what the Olympia Committee. Remember, they are two different entities: the Olympia Committee, the Arnold Classic Committee, and then the Olympia or the Pro League Committee in general. There might be some crossover. There might be some people in those groups that are also in the other ones, but they are definitely separate entities. As Mr. Totoro is starting to drink my water. Ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for another episode. Please let me know in the comment sections below what topics you want me to talk about tomorrow or the next video I do make. I will be making a public pledge. Hi, Totoro. I will be making a pledge to you for content. It will be a schedule. I will stick to it. So I hope you do appreciate the focus and that sort of thing. But I'll leave you there. I know Totoro's saying hi. But my name's Josh Sanch, your host here on the Bodybuilding News Network. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. Subscribe, like the video. The videos are free, but they do cost a share. So please share with a like-minded individual. Check out Mutant Nutrition, and hopefully they'll sponsor us one of these days. And also check out poorboysupplements.com. They are running a cool promo for these shirts. It's like $3, and these hats are like $3. Look at this hat. This is a cool hat. Very cool hat. Totoro likes the hat. So go over to poorboysupplements.com, message them on Instagram, let them know I sent you, and shop rock bottom prices at poorboysupplements.com. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.